Are you torn between the irresistible charm of freshly cooked rice and the latest low-carb health trend telling you to minimize your carbohydrate intake? For about 3.5 billion people on the planet who consider rice as a staple food, not eating this grain is unimaginable and can be downright depressing. So what gives? Is there a way to make white rice healthier? Today, we are bringing science to the table to see if we can lessen the bad effects of the carbohydrates contained in rice. And if you stay until the end of the video, I will give you some bonus information to help you lessen your overall rice intake and prevent health complications. For those of you who don't know me yet, I am Dr. Hzi Bustamante. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I graduated BS Pharmacy and Doctor of Medicine and Surgery from the University of Santo Tomas in Manila. I have been a practicing internal medicine physician in the United States for the last 18 years. I want to give a special shout out to all my subscribers in the Philippines. Kamusta po kayo? Please let me know in the comment section if you want me to make videos in our Filipino language. Welcome to another episode of Dr. Hanz, MD, where we 10x your success by optimizing your health. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you can get updated on the latest health information. Rice, it's such a staple in a lot of households. It's a canvas for many culinary creativity. But did you know that there's more to consider than just personal taste when deciding between freshly cooked or cooled rice? Why does the rice's temperature matter? Let's dig into those delicious details. So what's behind the transformation of cooled leftover rice? The answer is simple. It's the fascinating process of starch retrogradation. Its starches engage in gelatinization, absorbing water and expanding. The real show begins as it cools. Starch retrogradation occurs, giving birth to resistant starch. The current belief is that resistant starch has a lower glycemic index, and hence it has less deleterious effects on your blood sugar. On the other hand, freshly cooked rice has digestible starch. This type of starch is easier for the body to digest and break, which raises blood sugar levels quickly. Some studies in China suggested that day-old rice is thought to have lower glycemic index compared to its freshly cooked counterpart. In general, lower glycemic index translate to a gradual sugar release, making day-old rice a potential champion for those who are conscientious of their blood sugar level, such as diabetics and those suffering from high blood pressure. Do you know what is resistant starch? In a clinical study published in the Asia Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2015, researchers conducted a fascinating experiment, cooling cooked white rice for 24 hours at 4 degrees Celsius, then reheating it. The result? There was a surge in resistant starch content, reaching a peak of 1.65 grams per 100 grams, which was almost 3 times the original amount in the freshly cooked rice. However, in a later study contained in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, published in 2021, results did not support the hypothesis that cooling altered the glycemic index or in vivo carbohydrate digestibility of cooked polished rice. So, unfortunately, the jury is still out with regards to the effect of cooling white rice on glycemic index. There you have it. Whether you like your rice freshly cooked or cooled overnight, the key is in measuring the amount of cooked rice you eat on a daily basis. We all know that type 2 diabetes have been linked by several studies to excessive consumption of white rice. And it's best to limit your intake to half a cup to 1 cup of rice per day. And as promised, for the bonus information, if skipping rice altogether feels dreadful to you, consider incorporating rice substitutes like cauliflower rice and shiitake rice to your diet. Both of these products are plant-based and they only have an average of 3 grams of carbohydrates per cup. You can eat them as a rice replacement, or you can mix them with the recommended amount of rice per day. Until next time, this is Dr. Hzi Bustamante, MD, urging you to keep on optimizing your health so you can achieve your 10x success.